Happy New Year, everyone! So, I'm really excited because today is the first Monday of the brand new year. And what's really exciting about Mondays is we always pick Mondays to start new things, and it's no different with a new year. So, today is a day of many firsts for many people. Maybe it's your first day back to work after the long holiday. Maybe it's your first day going on a new diet. Maybe it's your first day hitting up the gym for the first time. And I'm really excited because today is a first for me too. I am recording my very first video blog today. So this is something new and exciting that I'm doing for 2016 is I want to connect with you more. So I'm starting off my very first video blog, and this will become a weekly thing, so I'm very excited about it. Now, for today's blog topic, what I really want to talk to you about is practice. So when we're trying to change or create a new habit, practice makes perfect. And this is an age-old rule, and it's really, really important that we hone in and we focus on this. So if we want to be successful people, and that's our goal or our vision for our life, then we need to practice being successful every single day. So that means practicing being happy, practicing being grateful, practicing whatever it is that you define as being successful. And I've seen this in my own life, how it can work and how it can change and make things for the better. So even today, with this new video blog, I have to practice doing it to make sure that I'm going to keep it and be successful with it. In my own life as a dancer, about 3.5 years ago, I got sick and my body hit burnout. I was getting migraines all the time. I was really fatigued. I couldn't think straight. I had respiratory infections. I was having digestive issues and a whole host of other not so fun things happening to me. So much to the point that it was interfering with my daily life, and I could not get out of bed to either go to auditions or go to dance class or even perform in a show. I was just so exhausted and frustrated. I had been to so many doctors and they were all telling me it was seasonal allergies, and I knew something else was wrong. So when I knew I was at the point where I had to change, I was like, okay, how am I going to go about this? I'm just going to change everything in my life. Well, change requires practice, and to change my life for the better, I knew I'd have to practice being better and being healthy because that's what I wanted. So the very first thing that I did is I did my research, and I did a whole host of research on how to get healthy. I found myself a doctor who was willing and able to listen to me. So I actually switched from a traditional practitioner to a holistic practitioner. And after that, we discovered that a lot of the root causes of my problems were undiagnosed food allergies. I had been carrying around a bacterial infection in my lungs for a while that I didn't know about. And I was also having some menstrual issues, but that came a little bit later too. So there's a whole host of things that we found that were wrong. So I was like, okay, how do we fix this? So the very first thing I had to do was take a whole lot of food out of my diet. And that itself can be really, really hard. And you have to practice it. And for me, it actually really meant killing out a lot of processed food. So I started with baby steps, and I practiced every day. I practiced saying no to things that made me sick because, you know what? I wanted to say yes to health. So every day I had to get up and practice saying yes to being healthy. So the foods that were making me sick were gluten, dairy, eggs, fennel, shellfish, and coconut. And it took a while to figure out all these things. But the very first thing that we discovered was the biggest problem was gluten. So I took that out first. And after a few months of feeling a little bit better and practicing being healthy, I knew that I needed to go to the next level. So then I started looking into nutritional programs that would really support me being healthy, because that was what my goal was. My goal was to be healthy so that I could feel good all the time and get back to dancing, and that's what I really wanted to do. So I did some research, and I found this book called The Body Ecology Diet by Donna Gates, and that book changed my life. And I think what I really liked about her approach was that it required practice and it required taking steps, and that was exactly what I needed. If I was going to practice being healthy and make it my life, then that's what I needed to do. So I started to eliminate some more foods as we discovered more food sensitivities and allergies. And I also completely kicked out sugar and alcohol. And I know what you're thinking, oh my God, sugar and alcohol, that's totally crazy. And I'm not saying it's for everybody, but I knew it was what I needed to do for my health. So before I went all gung-ho and took out everything cold turkey, I practiced every day. The first thing I did was practice switching up what I was using for sugar. And I switched to stevia for a while, and that really helped my transition. And I practiced every day just getting up and saying yes to whole foods and no to processed foods. Because when I was reading and looking at people who had the lifestyles that I wanted in order to feel good, that's what they were eating, that's what they were doing. So after a long battle of practicing, I was ready to go gung-ho, and I started my journey on a Monday, of course, because we always start things on a Monday, and I haven't looked back since. And it's because I practice every single day saying yes to my health and creating the life that I want. So that means practicing by journaling every day. It means practicing by figuring out what my stress management techniques are and practicing them on a daily and weekly basis. And it's something I do to check in with people. But if I stop doing those, meaning I stop practicing, guess what? I feel like crap and I feel like shit and I just don't want to deal with it, right? So if I don't practice these things, that the lesson is that I can't be those things because I'm not practicing them. So what I want for you is to really practice what it is that you want to be this year in 2016 and take your life to the next level. Spend a little time every day just practicing what it is you want to be. Figure out your research, look at the people who are doing what you want to do, and practice the steps that they do every single day. And something else that I really am excited about, and I've seen this work in my own life, is working with dancers. I work with dancers to help them practice creating the lives and holistic lifestyle that they want. So we work on things from nutrition to creating more balance in their dance life to figuring out their why behind why they want to be a performer to working on their audition techniques and prepping them for that from both a mental and a physical perspective. And I give them steps every day that they can practice to feel better and to really achieve and create their vision and make it a reality. And that's what I want for you. So, recently I had a client of mine who I've been working with for a couple of months now, and her focus has really been on getting prepared for all of the summer stock auditions that are coming up this month, because this is a huge audition season here in New York right now. So obviously she's been working with her vocal coaches and her acting coaches and all of that, and her dance, and taking all of her dance classes, and that's great. But there's a whole mental side to auditions that she was really struggling with, and we've been working a lot on that. We've been practicing, figuring out what her goals are and doing what she needs to do. So I was really excited to hear from her the other day that she got a call back for an off-Broadway theater, and she's going for the call back this week. So we've been really practicing a visualization exercise so that she can see herself being successful. And the last tip I want to leave you with for today is to really use visualization exercises. They're really helpful in helping you practice what it is that you want to do, because the more you see yourself doing something, the more you imagine yourself doing something and see it and feel it, the easier it gets. So visualize and practice every single day what it is you want your goals to be this year. So thanks so much for watching my video vlog today. Make sure that you follow me on Twitter and Instagram at AriesInFlight. You can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/AriesInFlight. And don't forget, subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/AriesInFlight. And of course, you can sign up for my newsletter on my website at ariesinflight.com to get my secret tips every single Wednesday just for you, my VIP subscribers. Have a great day, and I will see you all soon. Happy New Year!